I'd go from bronze to mythic. If I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic, episode 8, draft number 8. We're at the tippy top of gold. Just finished a really awesome run with a super sweet blue-white deck. If you missed that one, every episode of Bronze Mythic will always be on YouTube, all right? They'll come out every other day on my YouTube channel until the series is done with. So make sure you check out that. Of course, there are 7 episodes prior to this one, as well as all the old formats, too. Bronze Mythic is a show where I draft my account from Bronze Mythic if it's your first time here. And I didn't get my prizes. Didn't get my prizes for the last one. And nope, we still want to do that. And let's rock and roll here. Of course, Neon Dynasty has been a really fun draft set. A lot of cool themes, a lot of cool stuff happening, and it's been a great time so far, honestly. I'm really looking forward to drafting more and seeing what else we can do. We were saying the card we want to open is the Kami War. 5-color Mythic seems really fun to draft. But yeah, it's just good stuff. Just good stuff. We're going to jump right in here. Again, it's first time here. Hit that follow button watching on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Take a second. Please scroll down, like the video. It takes like a second of your time, and it helps me out monetarily because the algorithm will pump it up. So like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's rock and roll here. If we can't find that last person, it's always the last person. Take your seat. That's okay. That's okay. We don't mind. We can hang out for a second. We can have a good time. Oh, man. There we go. All right, we open up our pack, and we open up a, oh man, it sucks. 2 really good grindy green-black cards in Shigeki Jukai Visionary. Just a really good card. It's a 1/3, it ramps you, it fills your graveyard, it gets cards back. I think this card's actually really awesome. I'm a big fan of this card. I like this card a lot. Definitely feels like a bomb. Definitely feels like a bomb, like that one. It's also a Gloom Streaker, which seems really good. Obviously, they go very well together, but... So it's also a Kami's Flare, which is good, but I think Visionary here is by far the pick. It's not even close. It's not even close. And to remind y'all, the numbers you see right now is the untapped.gg overlay. It's their Draftsmith overlay. The number at the bottom is a dynamic number that updates as you draft, letting you know how valuable the card will be to your deck given the cards you've taken. Top number is a static value from LSV, just your draft ranking, stuff like that. So please use the link in chat, or please use the link in my YouTube description, download it. If you don't use my link, I don't get credit for it. They don't know that you got it from me. So make sure you download that. Untapped.gg. Please use the link in chat. You're all great. Pass the pack with a rare missing. No signal there. However, 2 great cards for a green-black recursive deck in both Twisted Embrace and The Life of Toshiro Umezawa. And both of these seem really good. Obviously, great cards to pick up with this card. Great recursive cards. I don't know what's better. Draftsman says that the life is a little better. This card does seem really good. If we're playing ninjas, I feel like the life is better. I think if we're green-black, I feel like the embrace might be better because we're unlikely to be able to recast this, which is part of what makes this card so good. But this is one of the highest win rate cards in the format for sure. I'm really not sure here. I'm going to take the uncommon. I think it's often better to take the higher rarity card, so you have more chances to play with it. Card does seem really good. It's going to end up with some ninjas anyway, so passing the embrace kind of sucks. We'll figure it out. Great start here to kind of a grindy green-black deck, and let's just keep the hits right on going here. In Blossom Prancer, me and Nicole have been playing Breath of the Wild. Literally can't stop thinking about it. It is so much fun, and whenever I see an animal like this, I want to pull out my bow and just kill it. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying. I want some meat. So Blossom Prancer is insane. Just card advantage on a 4/4 is awesome. Really good. We'll see a Reckoner Raid's pretty solid. Archer's probably pretty good in the green-black deck, I would think. It's just like a cheap blocker to kind of keep you alive as you grind. But yeah, Prancer seems awesome. Seems super good. Super good. Yeah, Saga has a floor. It definitely has a floor where it's not always going to be amazing, but you know, I think that it's possible the kill spell enchantment there was the right pick there, but sure. There's Blossom Prancer, and we're off to a great start. And kind of a mopey pack. So Spinning Wheel Kick is like, it's a very high ceiling, very low floor card. It's mega clunky. It's easy to blow out. And then it also has the issue of like, you just need to have it work out properly. So not a card I like too much. However, Fade into Antiquity here seems really great. Seems really, really great. This card hasn't really impressed me. This is a channel card to make creature. Does seem fine in this deck, but so far, great start. We've got a bomb, a good saga, a good card advantage creature. Honestly, kind of like a Mythic uncommon kind of card, which is like super, super good. And yeah, just gonna take the fade here. Again, normally it looks like a sideboard card. This is a set full of artifacts and enchantments, so almost always have a good target. And we get past the back here. Black is drying up. Black is drying up pretty bad. So we might need to make a little bit of a pivot here. So no black cards at all. We've also passed that black common, which kind of stinks too. And now we need to look at other cards. Both green cards in this pack both seem just not like super exciting. Bear Member's not too great. Moon Circuit Hacker is great. Very, very good card. And there's a Sphere. Not much else. We're going to take the Hacker here. We're going to speculate a little bit on Moon Circuit Hacker and see what turns up. And passed into a pack with some good green cards here. Some good green cards. Now, both these cards seem exceptionally good to me. Both Jukai Preserver and Fang and Shigeki. I would say that in a slower, grindier deck, the Fang is better. This card has one of the highest win rates on 17 lands for just in general. As being an enchantment, it's cheap, it's a good blocker, a good recursive card. I think if you're aggressive, that the Preserver is probably better. If you're like a green-white deck trying to get in. But I think that Fang is just better here. And also, if we end up blue-green, it's very good with our Moon Circuit Hackers as well. So I'm going to lean into the Fang. Also very good with the Bite spell. Very, very true. And, yeah, I guess I take the Fang here. Past a Greater Tanuki and a Story Weave, which you can put 2 counters on a creature. Not particularly great. It's just like a worse version of a channel on the creature we just passed. There's a Kami of Terrible Secrets, which can be a solid card, but right now we're not even sure for black, honestly. The black cards haven't really been coming through, and it's just an okay card. Not a lot of artifacts, really, at all, so take the old Tanuki here. Just solid card. Just solid card. Hot Springs doesn't really impress me. It's okay if things really work out. The floor is really low. It's not about it, so Tanuki. And then pass the back with another Tanuki in it. So one thing is clear, and that is green is open. Green is open. Oh, we got our Tanuki suit here. We got our Tanuki suit. And Terrarium, sure. Decoy is kind of fine, but yeah, pretty easy Tanuki here. So now we can definitely splash things too with double Tanuki. Puts a lot of splashes on the table. Pretty mopey pack. Shrine Steward is actually okay if we have a few auras, but don't have any yet. So I think we're taking the Emergence here. It's not like a great card, but I think it's better than most other cards. So, yeah, that's fine. Pivot to Shrines. We don't have any Shrines yet. Mirror Shell Crab actually seems really nice in a blue-green deck. Just like big thing you can ramp into if it has value early also. That's kind of cool. Also, the ninja thing also seems pretty good. Because if we're blue-green, not much removal. This is an interesting pick. Like, if I don't know if we're blue, I'm taking the ninja thing. We don't know we're blue yet. We only have one blue card, so. Spell Imperial Oath's a good card to splash. And then Commune with Spirits is fine, if unexciting. And these cards are all terrible. Terminal's like possibly playable. Not really a card we're interested in, but alright, so interesting back one. Okay, there we go. So say if we open a bomb, we're good to go. So we have all green cards. We have one white card, one black card, one blue card. So we're super open for bombs we can open because we have a lot of flexibility as far as our lands go. This card's really good. It does require multiple colors that we're not necessarily playing, but we can just be like a green splash deck. We already have 2 copies of Tanuki. We have the artifact that can get lands. So we can be like a multi-color green deck easily, and this card is obviously busted. It is basically a red-black card. We want red mana to make the ability work, but pretty easy bomb here, I think. Passing Preserver, Archer, but whatever. Hopefully we'll wheel like the Cuff or Preserver. Even Archer would be fine, honestly. So there's the Hitetsu. And now we get past a pack with not a lot going on. Fade's fun. Fade's pretty good. Honestly, Geothermal Kabu can be okay in our deck if we have a good Sagas to bounce, stuff like that too. Tamiyo's Completion's fine, but I think Fade's just great here. Fade just seems great. Yep, works for me. Pretty easy Fade. Sky Blessed Samurai, a salvage. Another kind of thin pack. I mean, Tamiyo's Completion's fine. I mean, I'm splashing blue, but like right now it looks like we're splashing black, red, and white. So I don't think I want to add a fifth color to that splash. Flavor Jukai. Salvage can return a creature or vehicle. I mean, this card's actually kind of cool with the Tanuki, where we can like ramp it out and cast it, but like just like not like a great card. The problem is the rest of his pack's just bad. Maybe we have enough enchantments we can just play this Slash the Skyblast Samurai also. It's not a bad splash. It's a 4/4 flyer. I kind of like that, actually. I think we're looking to splash multiple colors here. This is a fine card to splash. So, and again, splashing the activation on this is super thin. We don't need the red to cast it. And it's still a 4/4 as a floor. So now we're looking for a lot of different dual lands. There are many, many dual lands in this set, which is cool. Pretty cool start to our draft. Commune's also kind of like a pseudo fixer, so you can find a good land. What's up, tacos? If you're just sitting in, folks, welcome. My name is Jim Davis. First time you hit that follow button. We're drafting Bronze to Mythic, episode 8. Having fun. This set's been super, super awesome. Super, super awesome. So keep on rocking and rolling here. We got a base green deck looking to do some splashes here. Opened up a good rare. Probably not playing as Hacker, but we'll see. All right, and pass the pack here with Seasons of Renewal. This card does work very well with Shigeki. So you can channel it, get it back, then use this to get that back, and get a whole loop going here. It does feel like a pretty cool card in our grindy deck. Works well with Sagas also, obviously. Other cards here are all pretty bad. Like, Voltage Surge is fine, but we're not splashing it. Yeah, pretty easy season. I think the first season's going to be pretty good. First season's going to be pretty good. Yep, pretty easy pick here, I think. So we got our grind on. It's gonna be a nice slow, grindy deck. Pretty bad pack. I don't really want to... I mean, like, if we're taking a few more white cards, Era of Enlightenment is a good card. If it ended up being base green-white and just, like, splashing black and then a little bit of red also could be a possibility here. Yeah, I like Era, honestly. It's the best card in the pack. It fits what we're doing, too, so I'm down. So, Terrarium's perfect. Couldn't ask for a better card for our deck. It's exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. So now our fixing is pretty good. We have 3 multicolored fixers. Geothermal Kami is fine. Spirited Companion's not bad either. That would have us going even more into white. So we're looking to be base green-white. Is that a card we're interested in? It might be, honestly. Is it better than Geothermal Kami, though? They're pretty close. Hot Tub Kami, return enchantment. I think I want the Companion here. I'm going to Companion. So now we're base green-white. Pretty much set on base green-white at this point. This pack's pretty bad. We're going to take the Decoy. Hopefully we won't play it. I like Decoy a lot, actually, but... Alright, and then a Malfunction, a Stalker, a bunch of cards we don't want to play, which is fine. I'm just going to cut this card. Another Imperial Oath, which is very good in our Rampy deck. I could definitely buy another Imperial Oath, honestly. Containment Construct is a sweet card, but doesn't really do much for us. So many discard going on, so... And then, no cards we're playing, which is totally fine. Communes, Fangs. I would say that we are getting rid of this. Still happy splashing the life. I think it's still, like, fine to splash. We'll see, though. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure yet. And then so we're like Abzan, a little with a mountain for our Devouring Chaos. Haven't got any duels yet, which is kind of weird, honestly. I'd like some more duels, but enchantment-wise, we have a lot of enchantments, which will make our affinity card better. And the good thing is that we can cast almost anything we open in pack 3. If we open up something like a Black Dragon or some random red card, we can just like splash whatever we want, which is pretty sweet. So part of the benefit of being this like kind of multicolor deck, kind of similar to Kaldheim. Kaldheim had a lot of decks like this. Rotten Silencia. And we got a little flame in there too, though. I got a little flame in there too. If you open the Kami War, I will get up and do 10 push-ups. All right? Open the Kami War, I will do 10 push-ups. Yes, Season of Renewal and Regeki. I said that. So with Renewal and Regeki, or Shigeki, we can, in theory, just like infinitely loop card advantage, which is really, really cool. All right, so Katana, whatever. Do want some duels. Not having any duels yet kind of sucks. That kind of sucks a little bit. Squats! But I haven't opened a dragon yet. All right, we'll do squats. We'll do some squats too. My least favorite type of Bronze Mythic of a D&D set. D&D set for sure. Open up Invoke Despair. Cool Bomb, can't really cast that one. So, we have a Spirit Realm, which is great. Dockside Chef isn't very good in this deck. That being good opposite companion. And a Ghost Shintai Shrine, but pretty easy Spirit Realm here. Hopefully we'll table the Jungle Hollow. But Spirit Realm's great. Definitely leaning a little more into white, which is good. Another good kill spell. It's an enchantment for the battlefield for Skyblast Samurai. Just good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now we're at 20 playables. There's a Satsuki the Living Lore. Put a lore counter on a saga you control. When it dies, choose one. Or a saga. That's not very good. However, all these other cards are terrible. So, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm not buying any of these cards, I don't think. So, I guess this card's like okay. It dies, choose one. Sure, whatever. I don't know if I can play it or not, but all right, we get past another kind of thin back, honestly. Fang is obviously good. It's a fine card. We're not really a Moth deck. This is an off-color duel, so. Then we get past a Jukai Naturalist, which is pretty good in our deck. Pretty good card in general. Also an Arrest. No more mana fixing, but Naturalist is good. We have a lot of a good amount of enchantments. Not like a ton of enchantments, but we have a decent amount. Just a 2/2 lifelink bear is also great too. So we're definitely moving into like pretty solid green-white at this point. I think Naturalist is better than Arrest too. We have enough kill spells, I think, so take the Naturalist. Now we're at 23 cards. Still no duels, which kind of sucks. I guess the Exploit is okay, but it's on the splash. And I mean, we could, in theory, just like not splash at all and just be green-white at this point. I feel like our green-white deck does have most of the things we want, but we'll see. We do have like a lot of incidental fixing regardless. I don't think I want to splash for an Exploit. Just gonna rare draft. You know, rare. So Moth's Offering, Commune again, Cultivation again, not particularly great. Commune is like pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 enchantments. Commune's good. Commune's good. All right, there's a. Obviously, open a dual land, but it's the dual land in both of our main colors. Preserver's pretty good. I feel like we're just ending up green-white here. I don't even know if we're like splashing anymore. Honestly, it might just be green-white. Should I take the Preserver here? Obviously, green is super open. We play like half these cards, but so take the Preserver. And at this point, it just feels like there isn't really a point to splash. Like, we could just play a mountain and a swamp, I guess. But our deck just seems like it's coming together really, really well. We have removal. We have late game. Like, a big thing about splashing is you're splashing for power level, but you're also... Do you mind, Karen? Cards are bad though. You're splashing. You're splashing for power. Anyway, Um, sorry everyone. So yeah. Anyway, as I'm saying, so when you're splashing in your deck to try and fill a gap. You know, so if you're a green white deck with no removal, you splash black for a removal spell. You know, or you need a way to finish the game. You need a bomb. Sure, you can splash. But at this point, our deck just seems good. We just don't need to splash. You know, there's no reason to make our deck inconsistent. So we'll see. We might splash. We might not. I'm not really sure yet. Whatever. These cards are all terrible. Another Imperial Oath. Our third Imperial Oath. I'm kind of down, honestly. Authority is honestly fine in our deck too. So yeah, I think we're not going to splash. I think we're going to be green-white. So let's take a look. We'll take a look at the... let's see what Draftsman says. They're thinking. Draftsman wants to splash. They want Abzan. It's close, though. It's close. Let's take a look. So, right off the bat, you know, we take out the black cards. This is 25 cards. Now we cut this thing also. We have Authority, Commune, Fang, Ninja, Enlightenment. Pretty good curve. Spirit Realm, Fade. I guess we have an Emergence. We don't really want that bad. So we like don't want to play the Emergence that bad. This is only 23 cards. So now, like, yeah, the question is, like, is our deck better with one Swamp, one Mountain, and one hit issue? We got 0 dual lands, which sucks. Give me, like, 1 or 2 duels, you know? Living Lore seems pretty bad. I agree. It's pretty unexciting. We only actually have 1 Saga, just a 1/3. We cut the Living Lore. Now we're at 22 cards. Honestly, the Emergence isn't really bad in our deck. It can be fine. It's a reasonable card. We have 3 Imperial Oath for top end, so we're not really lacking in top end. This deck can definitely play 16 lands between the 2 communes and the Tanuki, which is like kind of a push towards like wanting to splash a little bit. We're already playing 1 season, we're not playing 2. So we can just play the Emergence. We're definitely good on lands. We can make it cheaper with the thingy. Companion, Enlightenment, Touch the Realm, Antiquity, Season Renewal. It's a tough one. I think our top end's good enough. So, I think about 6. Yeah, let's like play 1 or 2 Emergence, I guess. Fang, Commune, Authority. Yeah, oh man. I really wish we had like a... like 1 or 2 duels. Give me like a green-black duel and a white-black duel. And like the issue is just like straight in my deck. But the problem is that the Hideshu is basically a red-black card. You need to have a mountain and a swamp in play to make it really good. And that just seems very, very difficult as a double splash. It's not really worth it. And then Umezawa is just not worth splashing either. So we can play the Decoy. I like Decoy. I think it's just like a fine 2-drop. Maybe play Decoy over the second Emergence. Anything in our deck that cares about artifacts? I don't think so, right? We have no artifacts. I think that like with the Naturalists, the Emergence is pretty good. We want to have more enchantments for the Samurai. So don't forget we're playing. I almost always play 16 lands in best of 1 anyway because of the hand smoother. But we have 2 Commune with Spirits, which are basically just a land if we want it. So it's a 1-mana land. So easy 16 lands here. I would be closer to playing 15 lands than playing 18 lands. So, but yeah, I think I'm pretty happy here. So, tons of top end. Imperial Oath's pretty sweet. Most importantly, we have some kill spells. We have 1, 2, 3 removal spells. We have an infinite, late game push. I could see maybe playing Decoy over, I'm playing a Decoy over an Emergence. Because I think the biggest thing is we want to survive. This is not a very good survive card. This is like a play when you're behind and get blown out kind of card. So let's play Decoy here to ensure that we have enough things to do early. Because our late game is sick. Our late game is Triple Oath, Visionary, and Season of Renewal, which is pretty insane. So I think we're good to go here. I'm pretty happy with this deck. Definitely a little different than I had planned on going into the pack 2-ish. I thought we were more green-black. But the reality is that black wasn't open. We took a second pick, Umezawa, took a first pick, pack 3, Devouring Chaos, and never saw any more black cards the entire draft. So I did a pretty good job of not marrying black and kind of like being able to be flexible and then getting out when we were going. So this is our deck. Yeah, I'm pretty happy here. So that's if lands, I guess. Play some lands. We're gonna play one more forest than plains. We'll play these lands. Maybe 7 of those. We're gonna do that one. 9 of these. A little 9/7 mana base with our Commune Spirits. I can even see 10/6 almost, because the green's really important early. But I think 9/7 is fine. So that's our deck. Interesting. And we're playing the Authority. I mean, like we have a lot of enchantment creatures, so the Authority is like reasonable in that respect for a little extra value. It's a trick. It's cheap. Other options would be like Lucky Offering, Emergence. The other options just don't seem particularly great. So I think it's fine. What's up, Tannen? So that's our deck, folks. Episode 8, Bronze and Mythic. Prediction time. What do you think, folks? Time to place your bets. Place your bets. Do you think it's going to get 7 wins? Yay or nay on Twitch? Please place your votes on YouTube. Take a second. Pause the video. Scroll to the comments. Liking it on the way, of course. And let me know. All capital letters, believer or non-believer. Will this deck get 7 wins? Yes or no? Believer or non-believer. All right. And let's get right to the games. All right, round 1. Predictions are coming in. We got some non-believers here, folks. We got some non-believers. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it at all. All right, we're on the play. And our hand is fine. We can keep this. If this thing dies, you draw a card to pay a life, so we can do that. We can do that. Draft number 8, Bronze and Mythic. Zap, zap, zap. Merge draw land. Easy game. Easy game. All right, here we go. Here we go. I like this card. Just a solid 2-drop. You know, if you have artifact synergies, it's much better, obviously. But, like, it's hard to ask for more. A 2-1 for 2 is just, like, never going to be that bad. And then it just draws a card a lot. It just trades off. It also puts your opponent in a spot where you just, like, attack into their 2-2 and they can't really block because it's pay 2 and draw. So, now we have, we don't necessarily want Tanuki, but we have the Revival anyway, so we'll just jam. Jam for 2, play Tanuki, cycle Tanuki, and get it back later. Attack step. Attack step. For 2. Just say go. Channel. The fact that we can recur this, and we have a bunch of big creatures in our deck anyway, makes the not just so bad about cycling your big drop. So, Mender, sure. Cycle this. Get a Plains. And now we're going to double counter here, I think. Oh, wow. Visionary, too. That's sick. So we're going to play land, we're going to play Preserver, put a counter on this, attack, they're going to block, and we're going to put another counter on it. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. Whatever, still attack, though. Just kill this, they can't ninja it. Hidden ninjas. No blocks. Alright, sure. Sure. Has to be a legendary enchantment, correct. We have Visionary and Season of Renewal also. This card's great. This card's really good. This card's really, really good. I have squats, don't I? I'm going to stand. I'll do squats after this game. Also, that opponent tanks forever, which means I'll do squats now. All right, squad 1 squats now. Everyone get up. Everyone stand up, folks. Stand up for your desk. Whatever you're doing right now, take a second. You gotta use your body, all right? You gotta get healthy. Nope, they're casting spells. We'll do after this. Play Bearer Memory, sure. Still in bed? Get out of bed for a second. Stretch. You can get back in bed afterwards. That's fine. You're not sleeping right now. Don't lie to me. All right, so that was actually a pretty sick draw. So we can put it on the thing and attack, and then we also have our trick up too. So we're gonna cast this. Target this. This card's not that bad. This card's not that bad. Then we're gonna attack with everything. And now we got tricks. Swats time. 1. You're in the shower. Squat in the shower. 2. 3. Come on now. Let's go. 4. Oh yeah, block the enchantment creature. It's great. 5. So we're gonna pump the enchantment creature to get the value off of it. 6. 7. Glacier Frost is not gonna work. And I look like an idiot doing squats in front of everyone. Tell him to do squats too. You gotta take care of ourselves, folks. You gotta take care of yourselves. Soul transfer. That sucks. So that exiles it and kills the land. That blows. But not that bad. They're at 13. We draw Tanuki. Ugh. All right. We attack for 4. We can return stuff. I'm just gonna cast the Visionary, I think. We don't want to Rampart Growth, and we don't want to cast this thing either, because we like get back to. Yeah, I'm just gonna get more. I'm just gonna play this. Get more lands in play. That's how I get tap. Tap like this. Arch my back more. I was arching my back. Arch the back. Shoulder blades in. We're good. It's a camera angle, you know. It's a camera angle. So I go. I hate squats, personally, but Unforgiving 1. 2-3 menace. Sure. Draw land. Cool. So we're just going to, like, attack for 4 and then bounce this thing and just give it the old, the loopskis. Doing legs today? You been working out, Tannen? You been working out? I haven't been working out. I'm mad. I'm so out of shape. We played basketball before SCG Philly. I'm so out of shape. All right, so we're just going to activate this thing. Mill 4. Put a land in. We hit a Spirited Companion. It's kind of cool. And play this. Gonna cast it. I'm gonna hold the land because there is like the Beatles and stuff for discard. Just gonna hold the land for now and just say go. Doing weights and stuff. Yeah, I want to build a gym in my basement. But that's like, you know, we gotta do bathrooms first. We had a contractor here today to quote some bathroom stuff. It's funny. We've had 2 contractors come and like. We're like, well, I got a quote. And they're like, on what? And we're like, everything. Like, where should we start? The bathrooms, the basement, the garage, the insulation in the attic, we go outside, the siding, the roof, the deck, the sunroom, the landscaping. Like, yeah. All right, so they play Kami as just a 3/3, which is just terrible. Just gonna attack and play a Tanuki. It's pretty good. Trade Preserver for this thingy. Play Tanuki, say go. It's a fixer-upper. Kill a 3/3. Totally good exchange here. Got a trick? Sure, whatever. That's fine. Use your trick. Don't really care. Play a honk and chonker. Say go. That's funny. Nicole says the same thing about you. Terrible secrets. Terrible secrets. Oh, terrible secrets. Just naked 3/4s. Alright, so we're gonna end up bouncing this and channeling it. We just have infinite recursion here. We can actually recur this thing in combat with the season of renewal, which is actually pretty awesome. Spirit of the Tanuki also. So yeah, we're gonna attack with this. This isn't even that good though, because this thing can't target the same thing twice. Yeah, so it would just be 7. They just block with both of these. I just lose it anyway. That's not very good. Thanks for making your soundboard. Stole your idea and how much which part? You stole my soundboard ideas.
Inconceivable.
I'll allow it. I mean, I stole it from everyone else too. So all art is stealing. All art is stealing. All right, we're not gonna attack here. All right, we're just going to we're gonna Visionary Naturalist, just like start grinding. Just like bounces to my hand. Top 4 cards is plains. Alright, dodge a bullet there, I guess. Now we're gonna play Naturalist. And recast the Visionary. Or play Season of Renewal. I want to just channel this, right? Should play a land, say go. So let's say up. And we can end step Seasons back, whatever, and then channel this to bring back Seasons and whatever. We have an infinite loop here. So, infinite loop here. Alright, so Seasons. Choose both. We're going to get back probably Preserver. It's like Tanuki Preserver, I guess. Yeah, we have 16 cards. We're not going to activate this again. So we have plenty of cards to work with. And then we're going to like... We have channel for a bunch. This costs 5. This costs 3. Yeah, we're like not quite there as like far as the attacks go. So just play Tanuki. Play Preserver. Put the counter on the Tanuki, I guess. Sure. And then just gonna say go. Yeah, we're gonna win this game. It's just gonna like take a while. As long as I can't like mind rot me or exile my graveyard. It's on my camera. Archer, sure. Air of Enlightenment, sure. Like at this point, we just start attacking, I guess. I want to channel for full value though. 23, attack of both of these. Whatever, just start attacking. The sooner things die, the sooner things we can start recurring them, you know? A second season? Season's very slow. Season is very slow. I don't want to risk getting run over in the early game. I think one season's totally fine. Alright, so there's your double block as expected. You put a counter on the naturals, you can't attack it at 3/4s. So do that, and we're going to kill the 3/3. Sure. So not the best trades here, but we just have infinite recursion. It doesn't really matter. So do that, and then we get that, and now they have a 3/4. So we can like channel for 3 cards, or we can cast both of these, channel for 2 cards, and then next turn channel back. Just do it again. I'm gonna cast both of these, and just do it for 2. 2's enough. Scry 2. Oh my god, those are good. I'm gonna ship this. Imperial Oath. We should have like so much stuff to do. It's unreal. Like, so we can get back 2 cards, we get back the season and a Tanuki, and just keep going. This game's really, really over. Get back season renewal and Tanuki, I guess. Channel this. Untap. Draw Imperial Oath. Gain 2 life. Cast Tanuki with the thingy up. Say go. I should just act, right? Whatever. Just act with this. Eventually we'll win. You know, might take a while, but this rare is pretty freaking good. It's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. Pretty good card. Is Oath better than Skyblast Samurai? I think they're both good in our deck. Hello. Opponent. Final count here was 54-46. Believer to non-believer. Play Swamp. Yeah, whatever. Are they like working it out? And they're like, wait a minute. You can just keep getting back the thing with the other thing every single time. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that's like a pretty big blowout, but it doesn't freaking matter, right? Like, all right.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
And attack for whatever season renewal. Turn back both these, get back this thingy, and whatever the big thing, I guess. Sure, get Tanuki. And go here. Maybe I should have gotten back the counter thing. It doesn't freaking matter, honestly. 6, 7, 8, 6. 6. I can go. This thing costs 3 to channel, right? 3, 2. Yeah, whatever. Attack. Yeah, like, not even close to winning, even despite that whole turn sequence. So do this. Channel this for 3. For 2. Just 2. Get back the Season and get back the Preserver. Do this. Counter here and here. Kill all your stuff. Yeah. Ground into the ground.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Where we're moving on now.
There we go. I can't dance. It's fine, though. Still really good looking. Just stand there and look good, you know. Works for me. 1-0. Let's go. Keep. This card's great. This card's really good. Very good constructed card. Alright, so we got Naturalist. We got some, got a kill spell. You can see here how our renewal looks kind of bad in our opener. Definitely just a 1-up, I think. I can see, like, boarding it in certain scenarios if you, like, were to play a super grindy matchup, but, like, you know, so. While you sleep, or watch YouTube while you sleep, you can do that. Sure, bump those numbers up, you know. Alright. Not really doing a ton here, but sure. Hand's a little clunky. Not gonna lie, hand's a little clunky. Wouldn't mind a Tanuki or two, but a little Tanuki suit action. Network Terminal. I think we're gonna kill that. Play land. Just gonna kill this. Like, if they're playing this card, they're splashing. Like, almost assuredly. So we're just gonna get rid of it. Our hand's super chonked up. We're in good shape. Not worried at all. Not worried at all. What is this? The shenanigans? Attack for 2. So land would let us cast anything. Spell is also okay. As long as it's not one of these. Grafted Growth. So put a counter and then add mana. Sure. They have a lot of mana now. God damn it. Alright, sure, whatever. Community Spirits will see us hit a... Yeah, it's gotta be Forest. We could cast the Emerges, actually, but it's gotta be Forest. Alright, so play this, and we're not gonna attack here. It's not a good trade. I mean, I guess this is like this thing taps for 2 mana. It's a pretty good trade. It shrinks this thing, though. It makes it hard to cast, but we should have Prancer next turn anyway. I'm just gonna attack. They have a double mana elf in play. We'll just offer the trade for it. Take them from 7 mana to 5 mana. Sure. Makes Samurai worse. We have plenty of things to do. We have Season also. So we're a little more interested in getting things in the graveyard regardless. So I think we should attack there. Alright, you got a 6 mana. What are you going to do with it? Nothing? Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, Prancer it is. Come on, Prancer. Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. I was right, they are splashing. But... Alright, so we can now, but now we have Seasons to get these 2 things back anyway. Now we have Oaths, so I think we're in good shape. We're going to scry the thing to the top. Bro! New sub, what's your name, where you're from? Welcome, my friend, thanks so much. Remember, folks, if you're a pile driver, you need to be in the pile driver Discord. The best part of being a pile driver, not even close, alright? Get me Discord, come chats. Bros is keeping the prime sub on the same island this time. Let's go, Rangers! Yes! Let's go, Rangers. Block on everything. Love it. Love it. They put a counter on it. Kill 2 Samurai. Not a problem. Plenty more Samurai where that came from, alright? Plenty more Samurai where that came from. Attack for 2. And now do we go tall or do we go wide? Tall or wide? I kind of like tall, I think. Doesn't matter what we do. Let's go tall. Let's take a little Tanuki suit here. Little Trash Panda. And they're flooding. That's part of when you play things like Grafted Growth and other mana rocks that you do tend to flood. You tend to flood. Another land, sure. So we're going to Slam Jam and then play our Flyer. Opponents haven't put up like too much of a fight yet, to be totally honest. What? What? Even if they have a farewell here, I'm still feeling pretty good about life, honestly. With Seasons and Oath in hand. Discord info is in chat. There you go. Just gotta link your Twitch and Discord or your YouTube and Discord. If you're a YouTube member or a Twitch sub. Oh my god! Why do they always have farewell against us? So long, farewell. Oh, that's my graveyard too? Oh shit, I forgot about that part. Alright, sure. That's like the 7th farewell cast against us. Oh my god. Oh my. We're gonna keep all of these. I'm gonna draw them. I want the Fang. I don't think I want the Fang, actually. I think this is good. Alright, and say go. Now the Visionary can mill some cards for Seasons, too. They're at 8. They're also just dead, I guess. They're also just dead. Whatever. Attack. Block. I'm gonna block, really? I'm gonna block there. We'll go to 4. Yeah, like, just play everything. Just super dead. Just super dead. Keep those. Yeah, sure. Those. And this. Alright. Your turn. Yeah, whatever. Farewell, not even close to winning this game. Not even close to winning this game. So long, farewell. You're wasting time by scrying. Top, bottom, sure. So, little easy thing here. Equip, attack. They block. They take 1. They take 3. They're dead. Head upstairs and chat, please. Upstairs. There we go. Rocking and rolling. In platinum. Making moves. Cypher. Cypher unknown. They lied when they said there was no air in space. We can keep this. Hand's great, actually. 2-drop Scry. What's up, Brendan? Yeah, last draft got there. It was close, actually. We were 6-0. Lost 2 in a row, but... Kirk, resub. Big resub. 46 months. Let's go. They keep both of these. They keep both those and curve out now. That's great. That's great. Alright. You know what, Mirror? Sure. Bamboo Archer. I mean, this is perfect for us. We're going to win any long game with this card, so... I don't want to commune because I want to just draw this anyway. Next turn, we're going to preserve or put a counter on this. Do I commune here? I feel like communing, we're going to take the plains. Or, actually, we might take a forest, I guess. We're not taking a spell. We're definitely taking a land. So, I think we just, like, say go. I mean, I'll push a Gegi, I think. The only risk by playing this is that they exile it. And I can't, like, get it back. But how can they exile this that this couldn't answer, you know? I'm just going to play this. Play it, say go. Obviously, activating it's great, too, so... Reign of Truth. I mean... Can't attack, I guess. Sure, it's fine. It's a 5-5. It's a 5-5. Untap and draw land. Flip this thing over. And, play land and play Preserver. Play Preserver. Pump this. Now I have 2 3/3 attacking with the Trick next turn. And say go. We can attack another Grove Archer next turn with our Trick. We also have Commune. We've got Shigeki to go off. This thing puts the land into play tapped, so... Make a 4/4? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Commune again. So maybe we just exile this. Exile this and then attack. I like that a lot, actually. So exile this. Jam Slam. They're going to block here. We're going to pump it. No. Wow. Wow. Alright, sure. We sniff that one out, I guess. Flip Saga over. 2-2. Play Air of Enlightenment. Scry 2. Scries are going to go 2. Where are they going to go? Top, bottom. It's a split. Land. Alright, draw Forest. Forest is not a bad draw. We're going to commune and see what's up. I'm a little worried about a trick here. Because they might have not wanted to block there. Because they can block next turn and try and blow me out with the trick. They could have like the 4 damage spell. So, we're going to just... Let's start by communing. See what's up. I think we're going to attack. We're probably not going to cast this authority on the attack. And now, if we wanted to, we could touch the Spirit Realm, the Archer, and shrink the portrait and get in anyway. But I think I want to activate this. Start getting this thing going. Yeah. This is on 2. Let me think for a second here. So this is a spot where your opponent made a somewhat weird play last turn, right? They didn't block their 3-3 defender on your 3-3, which is a little weird, you know? And they did it for a reason. They were playing around a trick. But usually you'd want to just like throw your thing away anyway for a trick. So now that they're trying to set up for this turn probably, where they have mana up, and they probably have a trick here. It could be the 4 damage spell. Could be a pump spell. Things like that. So we don't want to play into it. We want to try and play around it if possible. We could touch the Spirit Realm here. But at the same time, like, killing one of these creatures isn't really that good. And we don't really mind trading, so we have the Visionary in play also. Just gonna attack here. Just gonna attack. I'm not gonna play a trick. I'll stay play a trick first, obviously. So block 3-3 and 3-3. Just gonna pass priority. They for sure have something here, I would think. And if they don't, trades are fine also. So, and then we're just going to, this can go at instant speed. We have commune, authority. Just say go here. Activate this thing, bounce to my hand, and now we're starting to fill our graveyard up, which is pretty good. This card's unreal. It's a really good card. Play an island? Sure. And say go. That's really interesting. Bounce this, mill 4, get a land. We milled our loop cards, so now we have a full loop set up. And we're gonna untap. And that's a boom boom. That's a boom boom. I think they have a counterspell, but attack with our hand. Coming in. Sure. Might get crabbed here, but whatever. Boom boom. Resolves. Your turn. Water and Chill. Thanks for following. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You're all awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much. Alright, so they get a 2-2 first striker. They've completed my thing. Tales of Master Seshrock. That's good too. That card's good too. We might need to Spirit Realm this Tales here. This card's pretty freaking good. So we can go Naturalist. We can cast everything now. It's pretty insane. So we're going to go... This is the first striker also. Let's attack first and see what's up. Might induce a block here, I think. Nah, they're like... We kind of like revealed it by is that Arena just like kept holding priority. We didn't like if you're playing seriously in Arena, you're going to be clicking very fast to move to your next phase to hide that you have it, but I wasn't really doing that. So play this, touch this guy. I should guess this first. That was stupid. Whatever. We're gonna get the Fang. Play Spirit Realm. Gonna hit Tales of Master Seshrock. I can't do it. Why do I always think it's because this thing is an O-ring? It's like a third time this today I've done this. Okay, I can't hit the tails yet. That was stupid. I'm bad. I screwed up. That being said, I'm going to target the hand, I guess. That sucks. Alright, so this will be a 4-4. If they put a counter on it, I can authority, block, and trade. It sucks. That's so bad. Already part of a Spirit Realm. They're already there. They're already there. It sucks. Dustworth Magic, new sub. What's your name away from? Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, Jim. You're so terrible. It doesn't actually matter. We're gonna win this game easily, but sure. Let's hit this. All right, say go. I'm probably just gonna block this and gain life anyway, so sucks. We're in great shape to win this game. I'm not worried at all. We have an unbeatable engine, good blocker, trick to gain some life. Flickering Tanuki's not bad either, and then obviously put this. I think you're right. I think if you can hit this, that's the #1 priority. If you can't, you can just flicker this, get it back, put it in the graveyard to recur, and then get it back later too. So, not thrilled with this little exchange here, but I think our deck is good enough to get through it anyway. Take a 2 for 1 here. It's fine to gain some life. Just stay alive is the #1 name of the game, you know. But yeah, I put this on very, very badly. Sky Turtle to bounce my thing. Okay. Are they going to have their own loops with Sky Turtle and stuff? Companion? Alright. This is going to come off next turn. This is a 3/3 first strike. We're just going to play everything, I think. Yeah. Draw. Okay, this. I'm gonna say go. If they have their own Seasons of Renewal, they can loop with the turtle. But I think they have more. Actually, no, they actually have more mana than us. So our deck is a lot. Our deck is actually half lands right now, which is good. We actually want more lands. Oh wow. All right, that's pretty good too. Sure. They get it for 6 twice. We could lose this game. We could actually lose this game. We played bad. We definitely played bad this game. I definitely could have played a lot better. I can just get back the... Alright, so I can get back the... what's it called? The Fade to Antiquity. I think we're still fine here. This is for 7. I can do it. It has to be for 2 to get everything else back, too. Oh, boy. I have no cards in hand. Not a 1. We take... Why did they jump this and not this last turn? I said it's Vigilance, but... They are at 7, too, because they're just dying next turn. We might just cast the Oath. Take 7. They're at 7 life. We have a bunch of attackers. We strive for an answer. Just cast this too, probably. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That plays. That blocks the flyer. That's pretty good. Also costs what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it costs 1 mana. That's sick, actually. Alright, scry like that. This costs 1. Yeah, that's actually insane. So now I just say go. The next turn I can cast this for 1, channel this for 2. They're probably this one again for Vigilance. Alright, sure. Attack with 4 things. They're at 7. So yeah, now we just play this. This card's good. This card's good. We say go. We have end step channel for 2. And a flying blocker. And then we untap and get the Season and Faded with Antiquity. Flips. They have 2/4 flyer. They can't match up against my 4/4 flyer. We're on the edge now, though, because now we're like in a little bit of scary territory for sure. I can recur Seasons and Fade, or I can just recur like the Fade, something a little more aggressive. Sure. It's fine. Wow. That's aggressive. You just block with the Fang. I can block it by Samurais. You can block with Naturalist just to gain some life also, but... Huh. Fade Authority. Fade Authority is one short. Preserver. Oh shit, I have no freaking time. Alright, so we're gonna block with Hand Naturalist. Sorry, folks. I need to actually think about things. They just kill one thing, we gain 2 life. The life seems like a little buffer, which is kind of nice. I'm not sure what we're doing exactly yet. We obviously have like infinite loops over time, but like, what's the best choice right now? I'm not really sure, honestly. Trading hand for this is great. Go to 8, keep our lifelinker. Cycle this, X is 2. All more mana. I get Fade and Seasons. Tanuki. And now Samurai can come in. We're going to Fade the Legacy, because that's Vigilance also. And then Seasons back. I think this actually costs 5. Can't do both. Can't do both. So let's slam with this. Take 4. We're going to Fade the 5/5. Makes it a 6/6. Then we can Seasons back the next thing. Land for them. Alright, they're dead. So now we just kill them. So now we can just get back the thing, and kill them. So instead let's do this. Get back 2 things, get back the this, and get back whatever there's dead. Sweet! Grind. A little sloppy there. Again, I gotta make sure I read Spirit Realm like 7 more times, and maybe I'll get it right eventually. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Remember, folks, we're brought to you by Colas Apparel. Colas Apparel.shop. It's my stuff. You can get your own pile driver shirt with your name on it. Colas Apparel.shop. Promo code GYM10. 10% off your order. Best Magic apparel out there, not even close. Mad comfortable. Great designs. Just fun to look at, honestly. Take a second. Look at the website. If you're not going to buy anything, just go to colasapparel.shop. Have a chuckle. Look at all the fun designs. And check it out. Colasapparel.shop. Again, promo code GYM10. 10% off your order. Colasapparel.shop. Let's go. It's good. It's good. We get lands off this. Get lands off this. Forest Fang. That's good. That's good. Card is good.
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
And Preserver. Alright, so pretty easy Visionary here. Get our land thing going. Awesome, Zeriok. Happy to hear that, my friend. Gots to go to school. He's back in school. So they play 3-1, doesn't do anything. We draw a land. We actually have the Preserver here, which is pretty insane. We can attack with both. I kind of want to just activate this, though, honestly. So we'll just play. We're gonna just commune here, play a land, so go. Seems pretty unlikely in our deck. Any math majors out there? It seems pretty unlikely for this card to miss in our deck. Our deck is got 16 lands and like a dozen enchantments. That means it's like, you know what, 30 something hits. All right, sure. That's terrible, but all right. First time chatter says, why do people call you Jim Davis? Did you actually make the Garfield strip? Or are you just a super huge fan? Yes, I write Garfield. It's my side gig. This is my main gig, though. This is my main gig. I do love lasagna, Mondays, etc., etc. And I'm also Steve-O from Jackass. Yada, yada, yada. Yes, yes, yes. God, this card's good, too. All right, so Restoration's pretty good. So they're gonna search for planes. They're gonna probably pass here, not attack. I can whiff. We can mulligan to 6, no big deal. Whatever. We can mulligan to 6, no big deal. We're gonna get ourselves a planes. We mill Spirit Realm and a crappy creature, which is fine. We draw another land, awesome. So now we can just like Emergent Slam, which I kind of like actually. This card's not bad. This card's not bad. I don't hate it. I thought I was gonna hate it, but I don't hate it. It helps when you ramp, I guess. That certainly makes it a lot better, but... Alright, so jam. Slam. Could have maybe sent this snake in also. Wow. That is a defensive block. That is a defensive block. So they discard a land. And they're going to recur the 3/1. So like they just like traded a land for 3 damage, 4 damage. Sure. Sure. Land. I think the weirdest thing about sharing the name with the Garfield guy is that like it's the fucking Garfield guy. It's not like it's like Barry Bonds, you know, or Michael Jackson or Tom Cruise or like some like really famous person. It's the dude who draws Garfield, like a crappy little comic book, you know, like you know, comic strip thing, you know, like it's weird, just weird. They play Circuit Mender. Mender is leaves the battlefield. Unfortunately, this card's really really good, so like we need to kind of kill this anyway. We can Preserver here and just like attack. We gotta get rid of this thing, but like we can just kill it later. You don't need to do it right this second. This has Vigilance too, I guess. It's pretty sweet. We just like Preserver pump this attack. They like the trade in that respect, I think. So I'm bad mouthing a multi-million-dollar IP. Everything's a multi-million-dollar IP, you know. What's our play here? What's our play here? Like, I don't want to go big on this forest with like the Preserver. We could just play the Visionary again. We're one short on Imperial Oath. Yeah, I can make fun of my own creation. Thank you very much. All right. If I want to badmouth Garfield, I made freaking Garfield. I can badmouth whatever I want. All right. Chatter's clearly a Dilbert guy. Yeah. All right. So we can exile this later, I guess. Let's do it now. I don't know what to do here. All right, sure. I'm just gonna attack. Attack. See what's up. And we're gonna play. I'm gonna play the Visionary. I want another land here. Just play Visionary. I'm gonna fade the thingy. He gave us Garfield. You gave us Pearl Lake Ancient Control. We'll take the latter. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Everyone loves a good Pearl Lake Ancient. I love Lasagna too. So I mean, me and Garfield are kind of get down a little bit, but you know, what do you got? What do you got for me here? Don't punish me. Don't punish me too hard. Visionaries in play. Lasagna's great. Nicole makes sick lasagna. And lasagna, so those who don't know, my stepson John has celiac, so he can't have gluten. So Nicole makes almost everything gluten-free in the house, obviously. And the one thing that doesn't work well gluten-free is lasagna. Gluten-free chicken parm, no problem. Stir fry, no problem. You know, whatever, no problem. But the one thing is lasagna noodles just aren't great gluten-free. I don't know what it is. They're fine, but they're not great. So every once in a while, John will go to his dad's or go with grandma or whatever, and Nicole gets to make like the real gluten lasagna. It's so good. It's so good. All right, so we're gonna send in the forest here. Their blocks are only okay, and we're just gonna keep playing Magic here, I guess, right? So ship the forest. We can also use the mana from the forest to activate this thingy too, which is kind of cute. Any double block here kills... I guess I can block with the Kitsune and the Mender. We're not going to, though. Wow. Alright. And now... Now we're going to... Huh. I want to activate the Visionary. But we can't do anything else then. Preserver's like not even that great in this board. I'm just gonna play this a second. They're like never getting through. Just gonna activate the Visionary, keep grinding our value. We'll find our loop card eventually and just like start looping stuff. We could bounce it and recast. That is true actually. Maybe that was better. I should have bounced it and recast it. Yeah, you're right. That's the right play. I screwed up. That's the right play. I mean, we're only leaving Preserver up here. We don't really need to though. So they're gonna give us thing Death Touch and Lifelink at the end of turn. That is a cool way to get in for some damage. I can just block and bounce. So, but yeah, block. That's also true. Is that now I can block and bounce. So, Death Touch, Lifelink. We have sorcery speed. Maybe just block with this. Activate it. No lifelink. No nothing. Get our forest. We hit the season, which is good. So now our loop is achieved. So we got a little bonus there. It might have been right to just like activate it and recast it, but we got fortunate that they decided to have this trick or whatever. So now we get to attack with our forest, and if this thing would be destroyed, it's attack isn't going to destruct one turn. Sure. So we jam with the forest. I would trade for 2 for 1 here. Power Mender, sure. Tricks. No tricks. No tricks. No tricks. We have our Indestructible Forest here. They draw a card, sure. And now we can, like, play Oath. We can play Preserver. So I'll play the Oath, I think. Oath it up. I kind of want to just keep making land drops, honestly. It's funny. Usually you don't Oath for lands, but... And our crop cards are all pretty good. They're all... I kind of want all of them, actually. So I want to play Tanuki and then have this thing up too. Sure, I'll just do this, I guess. Don't want the forest. I kind of want to make it. The more land drops make, the better this Visionary gets too. So we're like Tanuki next turn, and then we're gonna have Authority of a turn after. I'll just do this. Sure, whatever. All right, and say go. Value forever. Forever and ever. Forever, ever. Ever. Wait. It's dark. I'm not feeling so good. Oh, you're gonna play your own Oath, huh? Okay. I see how it is. They're gonna scry too. The problem is if we're getting into this grindy, mucky game, we just have infinite Visionary loops. So I do want to keep making land drops. They're gonna go bottom. We love a good bottom. I guess we could in theory like cycle this for a land and just like start getting more lands that way. They're basically never getting through. We only have 6 mana those. We can't really pop this thing up. We could also attack with all of our things and use the Preserver and then cycle this. I don't hate it. They're at 13. I don't hate that actually. So, yeah. Attack. Coming in. Yep. Alright, so channel this. Trade with the Kitsune. Beat one of these things in combat. Now I have a 3/3 to beat their 2/2s. And then I think we're just gonna get a land, honestly. The more lands we have, the more things we can cast. So we don't really need this Authority anymore either. Just gonna chill. So go. They're never getting through. I feel like Farewell's and like Insane card here. Virus Beetle. That's kind of annoying. We're gonna discard the Oath, which kind of sucks. But I guess I could just like. What do we do here? What do we discard? Casting Tanuki is like whatever. It's a 6/5, right? It doesn't really beat this board. But the question is, do I want to cycle it or not? I'm just gonna discard the Tanuki. I'll just cast Oath next turn. Sure. Beetle. That would suck. Beetle would be insane here. That would make our life very, very difficult. They obviously know we have this too, so. What's up, opponent? Salvage back the Mender. It's pretty good. Doesn't it? Oh, I get that bolt, sure. The Mind Rot's not very playable. I don't think it's playable at all. Let's untap and draw. So we can Visionary back 2 things. Get back the Seasons as well as a something. I guess we can get back a land, right? Is it? Yeah, just non-legendary. And then we would have the Authority up also. Casting Oath here doesn't really matter because it doesn't really affect the board that much because they just have a 2/3. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Visionary back a land and a Season of Renewal, and then just play a land and have Authority up. So get back. I actually have a Plains. I have a Forest. That sucks. I can't actually do that. Oh man. Complicated game states. Alright, what else cast this? Whatever. Sure. Fine. And then I want to keep making. I'm gonna keep the Cooney as a 3rd card here. I want land drops. More land drops, more cards we have. Simple as that. And then we'll just say go here. I'm not gonna trade the 2/2 for a 3/1. If we get Mind Rotted here with 2 lands on top of our deck, it would suck pretty bad. But as a mentor, sure. So now this is a 3/4, whatever. Draw land, play land, and now we can just play land as they go. Ends up cycle this, get back 2 things. Keep the ball rolling. Gonna get back Seasons and maybe Fade for Mender. I don't know yet, honestly. Fade for Mender is kind of cool. Moth Rider Patrol, sure. Some grindy ass games here. I like it. X2. Get back. Seasons. And Fade. Alright, untap and draw land. Oh, that's true. Fade does. That's right. It's not dies, it leaves the battlefield. Sure, whatever. I should have got something else, probably. That was a mistake. Sure. But now I can just, like, play this land. I have Seasons plus 5 mana. I can get back a 5-drop and cast it. Oh my god. Just, like, never-ending story. Okay. Play this. Get back this. The Spirit Realm, too? Jeez. Just, like, such freaking value. If I cast the Preserver, I can put a counter on the 4/4, make it a 4/4 attack. They probably just block and draw a card, which isn't very good. Sure, whatever. And it's just like the finding like the actual right play here is like so difficult because like all the plays are pretty good, but like you have options of actual everything, and like we're gonna eventually win with our loops, but just like need to get there kind of thing. And like you just want to maximize your mana every turn, but it's like kind of difficult to do. Just like blah 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 blah. I know we just played Tanuki, and you say go. We have 8 mana. We can cast this for 3. Play Tanuki. Play the ninja thing on one of these things. Probably kill the tapper. That was dumb because those happen to spawn. Whatever. Actually, I can't use it, so. Eventually we'll win. Eventually we'll win. At some point. Alright, sure. So you go. Don't attack all. And we just keep making land drops and Tanuki until the end of time. We have 14 cards there, like no threat of decking. We can keep Oathing too. Like maybe Oath is better than Tanuki here, actually. Just like make Oath like 4 times. The Tanuki is like not the most well-sized. Oh wow, that's cool. We have this Authority also though. I'm just gonna cast spells. We'll figure it out. Whatever. Exile this. I guess they're just gonna tap this too. Whatever. We're just gonna win the game actually. Draw a card. Move to combat. They tap this. Just gonna attack with like probably everything. I guess they have a 2/3, but I have a pump spell. Play this thing post combat. I want to kill this too, though. Whatever. Attack. Them tapping 4 return to tap this is also a lot too, so. Block there, block there, block there, sure. Use the Authority, kill this thing. They have 4 cards in hand. It's just like, we just literally can never run out of cards. So, sure, fine. They win the combat. I'm going to kill the tapper and not play this 4/4 flyer. So now, things die, and we still have our loopy stuff, and the board clears up a little bit, so now our attackers are better. And just still looking pretty good here. Still looking pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad. So they can recur things in theory. Untap. Draw Companion. Sure. This costs 2 to crew. I think we're Tanuki attacking here is fine, but play Companion, draw a card. Play Samurai first, I guess. Who we draw? Enlightenment, sure. Cast that one too. It's mostly just Farewell, I feel like. It's the only card that really beats us. Bottom, bottom. Play this for 2. Probably need to do that. Whatever, attack. Long games. Long games. Tanuki. Tanuki suit. Trash rabbit. Attack. Do they block? They got tricks? They got more tricks? Oh, they're gonna... I think they're gonna crew... Nope, they have a trick. Okay. Plus also and lifelink. Go on. Tell me more. There's gotta be more to this story. There isn't. They didn't even crew it in response to put the counters on this thing. Does Farewell win? Yeah, because they can just exile my graveyard too, so. Oh, it's on vehicles too. I'm sorry. It's on vehicles too. Alright, so now this thing is pretty big. And let me just say go. This can recur. There are 2 drops, but like they're just freaking 2 drops, so who cares? Wow. Alright. I mean, they're putting up a good fight, but I don't think it really matters that much. That is true, actually. They just punted. If they had blocked with the beetle, they could have flickered it, maybe discard the last card in my hand, and punished me for, I guess, pre-combating my stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's actually very true. I might have been playing a little too casually here. There's a beetle there in the graveyard, is it? No. Yeah, if they could beat us here. That's true. That's true. Alright, here comes the recovery unit. Get back the Moth Rider. Block this thing. I think at this point we're like already winning enough that we don't even need this card anymore. But obviously, you know, they could in theory come back. With this card in my hand, they can't come back. And otherwise they probably could. So play that. And we're going to attack with these. Probably this too. Then we'll play land, channel visionary, get the loop going again. Trade for 1, yada yada yada. Play this, there you go. Yeah. We're gonna channel for X equals 2, so we can cast the spell also. So we're gonna get back. Season. Yeah, whatever. Like, the thing is, like, so many of these games are, like, deterministically won by this card. They just can't actually beat the never-ending tide of cards. So, yeah, we'll take it.
Waka waka.
Yeah, we gotta keep this hand. It's just good 2-drop. Really good trick with the 2-drop. Life gain. On the draw. This is a little awkward, obviously, but we gotta keep this hand. We can't mulligan this hand. On the play, you can consider mulligan this hand. On the draw, you just can't. You can't mulligan this hand. Alright, and play this, there you go. Like, Naturalist and Authority is just really, really good. It's a trick that wins combat, gains 5 life, and leaves you a 3/3. What's up, Hiatus? How's it going, my friend? Apprentice Terrarium. Okay. Drop land, must be nice. Now you have that sick curve. So lucky, right? Just so lucky. Just have like the perfect curve now. Never punished. Never punished. Don't kill my thing, please. Don't kill my thing, please. Love it. Love it. Alright, so now we go Lando. Make 3/3, attack. Love it. This card is so good. This card is just so good. Gain 3. Excuse me. And now we're 1 land off casting Samurai. Obviously, we have slow tricks in our hands. We can cast the Fade also. I think that's the important part of our last 2 decks, is that we've done a pretty good job of having like pretty good endgames, but also making sure we have things to do early, which is important. Which is definitely important. We're going to play the Puzzle Maker. We draw land too. Wow. So now if we wanted to, we can attack with both, and then we have our Authority as a trick. I'm going to attack with both here. If they triple block on 1, it's great for us. If they just like 1/4 block, 1/4 block, I'm probably not casting the Authority. I'm going to cast the Samurai, but like it's still fine. We gain 3 life, so. Let's see how they block here. Let's see what kind of person they are. What kind of Magic player are you, Galador? We're currently 4 right now, I think. Wow, they're gonna go for it. That's so sick. All right, so we kill the what? The Scrounger or the Puzzle Maker here? I think we're gonna kill the Puzzle Maker. I guess Scrounger making tokens is bad. I'm gonna kill this one actually. So we'll do this. We'll play the Authority and just blow them out of the water. I screwed up. I thought I was only doing 4 damage for some reason because I was only counting the counter. Whatever. So I didn't kill their apprentice. I should have killed their apprentice. We'll say it was intentional. Oh, man, that was so bad, too. They would have put the counter on this and that would have killed it. No! I'm Jim. Welcome to the stream. It's fine. Sure. Yeah, it would have been so good. It would have killed this, then a modular here, and then we just kill a second main. Super mana efficient. But whatever. Now I don't want to kill this? No. No, it's fine. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Didn't want to put the counter on the flyer, let me just kill it. And it's like super great. Super great. Zap, 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 zap. Whoa. It's not real? What if I told you? What if? What if? Anvil? Okay. Card's good. Should I go there anyway? Sure. Make a token. Pump the thing. Nah, I kind of wish I just killed it anyway. Maybe I just hit the anvil. Draw Fang of Shigeki. Alright, so... we're just going to play Fang Samurai this turn. Take a turn off and play our flyers. Thinking like double block here kind of sucks. Like our attacks just like aren't great. Not really worth it, I don't think. So now you got insane board presence. They're missing land drops. They got their anvil going, but it's not really like that good. Next turn, we're definitely just fading the 2/5, smashing in for 1 million. And then we draw lands, we're freaking stoked. You know, like, this card's good. It's a good curve topper. It's funny this card looks so mopey. It just plays really, really well. Just plays really, really well. Don't whiz on the electric fence. Anyone? Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like the token, not the terrarium. Now, Scry 3 is great, yeah. Draw land. Alright. Just get you out of here.
Get off my plane.
Just jam. You can sack it for drain 1, whatever. No tokens, so. The Ren and Stimpy deep cut. The deepest of cuts. It's log. It's log. Yeah, we're in great shape here. 2 anvils is nice and all, but like they're just stuck on 3 lands. We just have 10 power in play, so. They are playing Magic in a nice little pond here, but we have the high ground. We got the high ground. They really like just refuse to sack this Terrarium. It's kind of weird. So keep their tokens in play, sack Terrarium. 5 cards in hand. We got nice lands. We got nice lands. What rolls downstairs, a loner in pairs, rolls over your neighbor's dog. Puzzle Maker number 2. That's like a little bit annoying, honestly. But whatever. It's better than bad, it's good. Would I trade Naturalist for 2 tokens here? I don't think so. We can just chill. Jump, jump. I mean, sure, like... or I guess I can't jump both, but... this card's been good. This card's been really good. Samurai. Very impressed with this card. Alright, play the Error, Scry 2. It's funny because, like, lands or spells are good. Let me keep 1 land on top. It's a little weird, but, like... pretty uncommon to scry a land at the top. And we have double Oath in our hand. Not only can we cast the Oaths, but they scry again, so... do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Puzzle Maker coming in. Top, sure. You get a Ninja Main? Get a Ninja Main?
Ninja vanish.
Okay. Huh. That's cool. It's weird because every card in this set's templated as leave battlefield, not die or exile. So the ninja triggered the anvils. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. So we're in great shape here, but true tap land, can't recast Puzzle Maker. Okay. Okay, they're putting up a fight here. They are. We got a fighter here, folks. We got a fighter. Slam Jam, Space Jam. Slam Jam, Space Jam. They want to triple block, so be it. I'll gain 3, deal 8, play Oath. Just dubs chumps again. Okay. So we gain no life, but whatever. We deal 4, play Oath. Find some big boomy card to play off the Oath with the triple scry. Bottom, bottom, top. Say go. Double Anvil is quite good, you know. Omazawa, I can't do much here, but gain some life. There's land number 5. So they're unlocked from their mana problems now. But unless there's some sort of really sick sweeper, I think we're in pretty good shape. Don't whiz on the electric fence. Searchlight Companion? Sure. Interesting mixture of themes here. The ninja stuff and the anvil-y sacrificey stuff. Cool finding the little cross synergies like a ninja bouncing and triggering anvil are always really, really fun. Finding those is like one of the best parts of playing Limited. Alright, we're going to Space Jam again. So, Visionary, Flip Saga. Some stuff will die in our Space Jam. I don't really care if we're playing more stuff. So, Space Jam, attack. Imagine we'll lose, like, I don't even know. We're going to lose whatever. Just do whatever you want to do. We're just going to keep playing stuff. We need some trample. Why do we need trample for? We're just so wide. You know? They're just chump blocking everything? That can't be right. Yeah, you gotta make some forward progress here, right? You gotta chump block every turn of the game. I'd imagine an artifact creature should block the naturalist to deny the lifelink, I guess, but I don't even know. Just gotta jam another Oath. And if things go heinously wrong, we have Visionary to recur stuff anyway, so. Clock's ticking. Yep. Combat damage. Anvil. Kill stuff. They go to 9. Play Oaths. They go. Keep Fade. Ship lands. Your turn. There was like an Infest in his set. It's like -2/-2, whatever. Kami's Flare, sure. They're trying, folks. They really are trying. They really are trying here. If they go like -2/-2 everything here and kill all 5 of these creatures, we're still way ahead. Don't think a card's like playable. Sack that. Get 2 things. Yeah, even without looping, we just like get back double Oath. That card's good.
Gentlemen, behold!
So now our things are O2s. Don't really have any attacks anymore. I'm just gonna kill this. So they can't draw cards and get a creature. Just say go. We could play Shigeki with the intent to activate it, but we're just gonna keep it in my hand. So say go. No good attacks this turn. Yeah, I agree that the -2/-2 board wipe is would be very, very bad in their deck based on the cards they've played so far. So I think the card's kind of just bad in general. It's more of a sideboard card, so pretty unlikely they cast that one. All right, just gonna keep going though. Just gonna keep going. We're gonna shift enter here. Anything else? Land. Play a 1/4. Nope, play a 5/4 haster. Sure. You draw a Greater Tanuki. If we attack all here, we lose a 3/3 and a 2/2. Chump block. We deal 6. Not really worth it. So we just hardcast Tanuki here. The 4/4 can get him. 4/4 in, cast Tanuki. I haven't cast this card yet. Seems pretty sweet, though. Look at his freaking paws. You know, they're great. They're great. Alright, and Tanuki suit. Let's say go. We've bottomed 5 lands this game. That's sick. That's sick. So much scry. So much scry. Yeah, they're persisting. All right, they're persisting. They're not giving up. That's a good card. That's a good card. Devouring Chaos. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Now are we attacking all? No, I think we're attacking all now. We're gonna kill this and attack all. Yeah, that's good. Sure. Right? Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. 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 Goodbye here. Channeling just like costs mana and time, and we just like have had a better thing to do every single turn. So I get to scry 2. Bottom. That's a fizzle. Now we attack with everything. Because now the Tanuki's coming in with trample. And the boar probably has to block Tanuki. Nope. Alright. Party on, Garth. They're taking the value blocks. They're going to take what? This is 14. Nope, it's 12. It's 12. Alright, sure. So we lose 2 things here, but they lose everything else. Not everything, but Paul must be frustrated at top deck the answer to the cards they get held him every time. I mean, I've scried like 150 this game. We scried 5 lands at the bottom, you know? Okay. So we lose 2 things, we deal a bajillion damage. This is actually 14. They're going to go to 1 here. I'm not sure I'm going to Indy 10. And I was like going to go, but the next hoop Landy is then. And like covering that is both like getting paid and good, which is a good event to cover. I kind of want to go. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. The fact that you're going is a plus for me going. Honestly, like, you know, I'd be going to hang out for the most part. You know, Dan and Andrew were considering teaming maybe. So yeah, it's not cheap. It's just like I can make a decent amount of money doing coverage, or I can spend a bunch of money to go there and probably not win any money. So I appreciate the 10. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably stay with Dan and Andrew if we all team and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'm a maybe for Indy. I'm not really sure yet. Flying is kind of a pain. I do like Indy a lot though. Puzzle Master, sure. This opponent is the grindiest of grinders. Just grinding. Doing pole flying sucks, yeah. Yeah, that's not great. I haven't flown in a while. I mean, we flew in from Florida for Disney, but I haven't flown since then. There's an anvil. 2 more blockers. Like, I mean, maybe I should just play this Visionary and just get more lands and value off of it. I don't know. Disruptor, sure. Tap this. I could just, like, get back the Fade and get rid of this boar. Does that kill them? I don't think so. Alright, whatever. Untap. Draw decoy. Attack with the big creatures. Just attack with everything. Whatever. Attack with everything. You figure it out. You figure it out. I'll end step cycle Visionary, get back 2 spells. Go from there. They do have 1 extra life waiting. Like, I can just cycle this and get back two oaths. You know, just like keep casting oaths every turn for the rest of the game. How'd you gain from Naturalist? Probably like 9. Probably like 9. No, they're grinding. Their deck's pretty good. Their deck does seem pretty good. It's a little like weird, like the Moon Circuit and stuff like that, but the deck seems fine. Double Anvil is obviously very good. Alright, so they're gonna eat 2 of my Samurais. They're gonna chump block the rest away. Sure. We travel for 2. They gain 1. They stay at 1 life once again. So, trample over. Most importantly, they also just haven't killed the Tanuki. So it's going to trample again next turn. Like... And they have no artifacts left for the anvils either. So, whatever card they just drew here better be really damn good. Better be really damn good. Sack one of the anvils. Alright, that's true. They can always eat themselves, I guess. They can always eat themselves. Alright. I think it's Anvil is Eternal format playable? Maybe. Maybe. Alright, channel this. We'll get back, like, Fade. Probably just, Oath. If I Fade twice, do I win? Probably, but, like... Yeah, I'll just Fade twice. Like, even if they have our removal spell here, we Fade both of these, attack with everything, and they kill this, take 2 and die anyway. Oh no, they can use this thing. Whatever. Maybe that was wrong. Let's just like freaking end this game already. Alright, up to 3. The kill spell, they're not dead yet, but still pretty much down to nothing here. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Woo! Good. Let's hear it for our opponent that game. They're really in the trenches, just grinding it out. Just grinding it out. We didn't loop in that game either. No loops that game. Just a fair and square win. That last game was like a game of Risk. That's great. That's great. Alright, hand's great. Keep. Thanks, composition. It's a good game. It's a good game. Generous Visitor. The card's really, really good. The card's really, really good. Very, very good card. Only draft 2 today. Yeah, I know, right? Attack for 1. Little pause there. I might have a trick in their hand. This card's really bad. I think this card's really, really bad. Alright, here's a doggy. Here's a doggy. Draw a card. Tanukis all day. Tanukis all day. We can Tanuki into our oath here. Three mana available. They put a counter on this thing. I think it'll be modified. Alright. Ooh, that's pretty good. Turn 3 moths. This is a good curve. It's a good curve. Might want to just fade the moths, honestly. Just fade that on turn 3. Just like kill the flyer and the counter. It's a good draw. Good draw. Turn 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make the Merge Keeper into a 3/3. Okay. Could put the counter on the Visitor and attack for 2. So, kind of going all in on his Merge Keeper here, which is kind of interesting. It was already modified, you know? It's kind of weird to want your mana creature to also be a large creature. What?
Inconceivable!
Good dog. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. Oh, it's on a counter, right? It's on a counter, duh. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. That was a very strange play. Very strange play. Very strange play. All right, yeah, we're gonna oath this the moth thing or fade it, whatever. I mean, gonna hit that. Our hand's a little slow. Just keep them off the board for now. You know, keep them off the board. That is that's gotta be a mistake. Play the old share purpose, make a token. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Don't want to keep grinding. You can play land. We're gonna Tanuki into an oath. We could fade this, but it's just a token or two, whatever. Just Tanuki oath and go from there. I can't believe they made that attack. That must have been like, the thing is, like, they attacked and didn't attack yet. They just kind of had it attacking, thought about it for a while, and then attacked. It's not like they misclicked, you know. Oh wow, this is a beats. This is an attack. All right. All right. Sure. Let's get our forest. That's a bop. That's a bop, and they can also tap for mana too. Definitely the best I've ever seen this card be, that's for sure. We cast Oath here. Oath shores up the board, but we'll still have to take 4 off this, but I think it's fine. Because the next turn we get Antiquity and Emergence. Just gonna Oath here. Also, it's a huge scry too, so that's a lot of stuff. We haven't even cast this card yet, the Prancer. Next turn we can Prancer. Can't fade also. Ninja Kuni can kill. We can kill the Merge Keeper with the Ninja Kuni, actually. That's pretty good. So next turn's like Ninja Kuni fade. I actually like that a lot. This is pretty good. And this is gonna target. This is gonna hit this anyway, but whatever, sure. I guess I want to actually make sure this hits. So maybe I'll bend that. So we'll do this. So next turn is Ninja Kuni. 3 damage to this, and then fade into Antiquity to this Harmonious Inversions. We don't really care about 1/1s. We just block them forever. So Kunai, whatever. All right, I can't. I'm mildly dyslexic. I can't pronounce things. Leave me alone. It's not Beset for me. All right, not Beset for me. Not Beset for me. Kunai. Yeah, I know it's Kunai. It makes sense. I'm just stupid. Wow, that is aggressive. Touch the Spirit Realm on a freaking Samurai token. And all right, sure. I think this plays extremely well into our plan this turn, so. Wow, man, they're just popping out the, just popping off here. We got Bankbuster also. All right, so this is a 3 to crew. It's a 4/4. Jeez. I gotta fade the Harmony, right? All right. Still trying to close this game out before I can get things going here. I want to kill this if I don't have mana. Yeah, it's just gonna make the same play we were talking about making. So, yeah, they're playing. They're like taking a line and sticking to it. They want to close the game out and have it not go to the late game, which is they have a plan. I'd much rather, if you're a Magic player, I'd much rather you have a plan and lose than not have a plan. You know, even if it's the wrong plan, at least they have a plan. They're definitely building towards something, which is good. We're gonna kill this thing. Still probably taking a lot next turn, but we're gonna fade the Emergence over the Bankbuster. Bankbuster, they got a crew. Yeah, I think it's just this. And then next turn we can fire up a Tanuki. No attacks. That's true. The Harmonious or the Geothermal column, you can bounce this. Pretty sick. Marine, new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Join the Discord. You're awesome. Happy to have you. Welcome to the Battle Drivers. It's aggressive. They maintain this aggressive stance the entire game. No blocks. Bouncing this would be insane right now. If they have the hot tub time machine. No. They're going so wide. Blossom Prancer. Alright. Dryan, resub. Month number 2, most more month. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. We could play this and just gain 4, honestly, but... Alright. We played Tanuki here. I mean, if they answer it, we just lose. But these cards are pretty annoying. Taking so much damage this game. Tanuki blocks Bank Buster. We're 5? Jesus. Alright, let's play this. This way next time we can cast this and we cast the spell we get off it, or just choose to gain some life. Alright, they have one more thing, we're dead. And they have spells in their hand, so one more good card and we're dead here. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Alright, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, they got us. They got us. They came out of the gates really fast. They had a really good draw. They stuck to their guns on being aggressive. And didn't give us time to get our late game online. Yeah. Well played, opponent. Well played. Alright. Lock and chump. We go to 3 life. This card's better than I thought it was. I guess it's good because specifically they're attacking, but... We draw Touch the Spirit Realm, but I can't cast both. Yeah, if I didn't trade that Visitor, we would have been destroyed this game. We would have been annihilated. I wouldn't have been remotely close. Yeah, I can't cast multiple spells here. We're at 3. It's got to be a real good Prancer. So I can gain 4 or take one of these cards. Prancer blocks this. Nothing blocks this successfully. I have the Flicker too, actually, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm just gonna gain 4 life. Just say go. If this thing lived, oh my god. This game wasn't close. There's like 4 more counters floating around. So we can like block with Prancer and flicker it and just like either gain more life or draw, you know, a possible card. Wow. They're gonna draw a card, not attack. Like, the fact that this card's just so good, dude. They haven't even used it yet. Like, it's a really good card, too. Just, like, draws cards. Alright. That's fine. This thing going wide is just, like, kind of getting us, because, like, we just fell behind. Like, now they can just, like, squirt out of 1/1s to get us over the finish line. Wow, they should say go here? Like, we probably got to touch the Bank Buster, you know? I don't think flickering this is good enough. Alright. That's a good card. That's a good card. Alright. We're trying to make some moves here, folks. Hit the Bank Buster so they can't draw cards. Also the biggest threat. Play Visionary. You can start blocking Visionary and bouncing it and stuff. Seven's a lot more than 3. So that 4 life is definitely giving us a chance to kind of like come back in this game. Weird card. Weird card. One of the weirder sagas. Like, all the chapters are really weird, but it's funny it has Defender, too, so you can't even ninja it. Strange, strange design. Don't whiz on the electric fence. Alright, so Web Spinner Cuff. Yeah, that's a thing. I mean... Pretty sure we have to block here. I guess maybe not, actually, because it's like, this blocks these 1/1s better. Oh, I can block with this and bounce, too. I think this is fine, actually. These freaking spirits are adding up, I'm telling you. That's a land. That sucks. Alright, so... yeah, okay. Just gonna play land. I don't think we're like concealing much. I just want to have as much mana in play as possible to channel this thing, so. We are very close to dead. So free block here, awesome. Naturalist. All right, we hit the loop card, but the problem is like, do we have time to loop? Draw land. Okay. Because now we're like almost just dead. They just attack with everything. We have enough mana to... we can channel it twice and get back Lifelinker and Season, which will buy us enough time to hopefully keep going. So let's do this. Let's get back Season and Naturalist. Play Naturalist. Unfortunately, one short of casting it, which sucks, but so you go. This thing attacking for 2 every turn is really freaking annoying, but the next time we can Season back the Shang, or the Fang and the Visionary. Selfless Samurai, okay. The question here is, do I have to block here or not? I don't think that I do. Because this blocks the 1/1s later, and this is going to get blocked by the Death Toucher next turn. This is fine. So many 1/1s. That was actually a pretty good draw. So now you can gain more life off this too. Alright, we're going to Seasons whatever. We're going to get back this thing and the Fang. Play the Fang. Have enough to do this twice again. And I think we're stabilized now. I think we turned the corner. I think they have like 1 or 2 more turns to draw like a really good card. But I think with the Lifelinker, the Death Toucher, and the loop going, I think we're okay here. Man, what a freaking game. What a freaking game. Some games today. Some games today, let me tell you. Let me tell you, you know the games were intense, and I haven't hit the soundboard in like 10 minutes.
Waka waka.
You know? Whew, boy. Whoa! This is great for us with our authority. So, blocks. Death Touch here. Trainee here. 4/5 here. 4/4 here. 2/2 here. At present, we're dying. At present, we're living by 1. We take 5, gain 2, so we're actually at going to 1 as it stands currently. We're going to authority here too, so gain some more life. I mean, they might have drawn a trick, obviously, but we're going to gain 2 more life than they think, so. It's funny, we can actually authority, channel authority again if we, like, need to, like, if they're gonna kill us. So, like, if we need to run the trick back, we can. They have a fight spell? That would suck. They have a fight spell, though. Why not pre-combat it, right? Or bite, whatever. You got a plan, friend? I'm clenched right now. Who's clenched right now? Raise your hand in chat. Okay. Plump that. And as of right now, we are destroying them in combat. Because we're killing a whole bunch of stuff and gaining 4 life. Sack this to protect their Death Toucher. Sure. Pass priority. Alright. At 3, Naturalist soloing the game right now. It's Drew Land. Alright, so we're going to cycle this and just get back our season. And then do the season thing again next turn. So X is 1. Let's get back. Season of Renewal. Yeah, that attack didn't even kill us. If even without the trick. So I only gained 2 extra life. I'd be at 1 right now. This would have died, I guess, but we draw Fang anyway. That's the card I was going to get. Okay. And we're going to season back. I mean, Shigeki and Fang, I guess? Maybe it's actually better to get the companion now. You don't need another Fang, right? Yeah, let's get back the companion. So get back these 2. Play companion for 1. Draw a card. There's a chance we just like send him a lifelinker here. We have 5 attackers. It puts us effectively at 6. This is vigilance, right? We can attack with this too. And they can block with the fragment and draw a card. Send naturals and guarantee the life even if they draw something good. And they'll have 5 blockers. That's good, I think. Yeah. Send these 2 in. There's an Oath, too. Maybe we could have gotten the Oath back instead of the, I'm sorry, never mind. Never mind that. So, block. Draw a card. We go to 6. They draw a card off that, which is a little annoying, but whatever. We play Fang. Play land, have double loop up again. So, another turn, we just can't die. They only have 7 attackers, and I have 5 blockers, and we're at 6. So, that's a good card, but doesn't really like go with their aggressive game plan, you know. But they can recur. It's not much, but that one's good. That one's good. Put a counter on what though? Because our Death Toucher just like traps everything anyway. Okay. Yeah, I don't see a pass for them here. That just doesn't seem good at all. Yep, that seems bad. And get to untap, get a fade back, fade this thing away. Nothing worth getting back, really. Yeah, I think we're there, folks. I think we're pretty much there. Have a little more work to do. Crazy game. Crazy game. X is 2. Get back. Season of Renewal. And I'm going to fade the Master Seshiro, I think. I just cast the Oath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 4, 6. I guess Oath. I'll just cast Oath. I guess I could fade the Fang also, honestly. But, oh my god. Alright, sure. Yeah, maybe I should just fade this. Whatever. Yeah, this card's unreal. That's unreal. Alright, cast this. Keep the oath for days. Gonna cast this. Get back Fang and this thing. Oh, I tapped wrong, you stupid bastard. Alright, sure, whatever. It's really annoying. Just hold it. Whatever. Fine. Tap wrong. Your turn. This will be the longest episode of Bronze and Mythic of all time, right? They're eyeing my naturalist. I mean, they only have 8 attackers. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 blockers. So, Darth Clyde Frog, resub. Thanks so much. You're great. Have I drawn 3 cards to make it every win? Yeah, we've been down 10 cards most games. Most games. It's a good grindy deck, honestly. Just a good grindy deck. Alright, end step, sure. Actually, you knew that was there, right? Alright. I mean, we're gonna Visionary back. Fade to Antiquity, I guess. We have enough to cast it for a million. Yeah, whatever. Just play this and just say go. Let's Visionary end step. Get the exile thing. Exile 2 things. Whatever. Just say go. We'll win eventually. We'll win eventually. Without Visionary, we're not winning this game. No chance in hell. Yep. We get that. Both sagas are pretty good. Not even like that good, honestly. I guess my Death Touchers forever. Gain a life, sure. Alright, so X will be 4 at this point. Get back Seasons, Fade, Fade. I can Ninja down the Shrine, I guess, too. Sure. All those. Play a Moth thing and kill us? That's true. That could happen. Yeah, watch out for that. Arrow of Enlightenment, too. I mean, now we're just gonna, like, kill a bunch of stuff. Playing around Moth is the flying thing, is kind of a thing we could actually work in here. I mean, we're just gonna do this. Like, we could just attack with the Naturalist just to gain 3 life. I just kind of like that, honestly. I kind of like that. If I kill the Legacy and then gain 3, yeah, I like that. So fade there, fade here. Death by 1,000 stings. What a comeback. What a comeback. So yeah, I mean, this turn was going to be like exile this, attack for 3 just to gain the life, and then Ninja Kunai down the Shintai, and then just like keep grinding. Just make sure we don't die. That's a big spot though. I think that I didn't think of it, honestly. Full disclosure, that was chat. Realizing that like it was a common card we die to, and like figure out a way to play around that, and just tossing away our naturals is a totally good way to do that for sure. So oh boy. In that game, we were Homer in the boxing episode, just taking all the punches so the opponent gets tired and falls down.
I am smart. I am smart.
Love it.
S-M-R-T.
Love it. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, let's go. We got Decoy, Visionary. Oh, that works too. That works too. Next turn is Decoy, Visionary. They got a blocker or no? This card's great. This card's great. Roiling Earth. This card has been looked pretty bad. Has looked pretty bad to me. Play Visionary. Play Decoy. Attack for 2. Gain some life. Yeah, definitely closing in of a longest episode of Bronze and Mythic ever. It might be a 7-0 too. Might not actually play the max amount of matches either. Alright, so Visionary draws some lands next turn, which is great. We have Fade. Our hand's actually like phenomenally good here. They're gonna cycle, make a Lana Rolf, put a counter on it. Sure. Cute. We're going to... I guess we're just gonna attack, right? See if they want to trade the Papercraft for this thing. We'll just draw a card. I'm not trading the Naturals for it, so... Let's attack. Nope. Okay. And then this thing, he puts it in tapped. Just gonna say go. I'm just gonna say go. I'm gonna touch the sky. Forest, pump, sure. Bank Buster. I mean, card's good. Card's good. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I didn't know this card did. You can blank their stuff, too? This card's insane. I could, yeah, I didn't even realize I could do that. I thought it only flickered your own stuff. This can flicker their things, too, but it killed the token. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. So many words on these cards. Just too many words. Too many words. Flip it. That's a really good play. That's a really good play. Get Farce. I failed to read cards 5 times to... Oh, this card. Yeah, I should probably read this card. But listen, look how many lines extra on this card, all right? Ain't nobody got freaking time for that. Come on. All right, so we're going to play... I mean, now we can just jam the Tanuki, but... Now we're going to fade this thing into Antiquity. So we're going to go land, fade this. We'll flicker this. It's got 9 lines of text on an uncommon removal spell. You know? Whatever happened to, like... Exile target creature. Destroy target creature power 4 or greater. Period. That's it. That's the entire text of the card. So once again, discard this. Exile target artifact creature. Return to the battlefield. All right, yeah, so sure. So exile this. Cool. Sack for 4. Cool. And now, of course, having it in the graveyard is great for our Shigeki, so. Right. See, that's the problem. Kali just nailed it in chat. Kali says, all I see on that card when I read it is basically O-Ring. Because whenever we look at a new Magic card, we tend to shortcut to the things we already know. The problem is this card has like 6 things that are different than the typical O-Ring effect. So your shortcut doesn't really work, you know? So we're going to play an air and put a counter on it, sure. Just get a Tanuki here, right? Yeah, a little Tanuki suit action. Sure. Let's go. I should do an entire set review on just this card. Just read the whole thing, you know? Cards. Oh, reads cards. Reading cards. Fade Tanuki, sure. Missing a color? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's a big frog. Or fang, snake, whatever. Kind of annoying we can't draw a land here for Oath, but whatever. Just play this. There you go. 5 mana for a 4/4 flyer isn't particularly incredible, but it's good. Just solid. It's also riding a fish. It's also riding a fish for some reason. Even looks like it's in the water, too. Alright, sure. Whatever. You got me. You got me. Tanuki, sure. No block. This is a great turn for us. Now we're drawing a land, too, for sure. No, we didn't, actually. Alright, so... now we're just gonna fade this. I guess we're gonna play the Visionary. So we just need more lands. If they kill it, whatever. I think we don't need this card to win this game. Give Authority up too. It's kind of sick. Come up in the spot. Look at Extra Fly. Alright, and looks like they're out. Yeah, looks like they're out. Deal 4, sure. We got 4 coming right back at you, so. Cultivation to make this into a 3/4. That is perfect. Couldn't ask for more. Draw a land, obviously, this turn, but whatever. Attack. Authority. respect my authority, etc. Gain a bunch, deal 2, and we're gonna do the whole thing here. Just like activate this, replay it. Come in the spot, looking extra flat. And, play this, and say go. Again, even if they kill this, you know, I think we're still fine. Web spinner, say go. Cool. Tanuki suit, sure. I think I like visionary Tanuki suit here, so we'll just play Tanuki and say go. Get another land in play. Really get that graveyard stocked up, and then have a channel ready to go. They kind of look mono green, honestly. They've played most of their hand. They've been through almost half their deck at this point. They're gonna put this thing. They're gonna have a 5/9.
Oh my God, Becky.
Damn, that's pretty big. 5/9, huh? How are we ever gonna beat that? How am I ever gonna beat that, chat? Top 4 cards. I was just gonna say we haven't missed yet. Just gonna say we haven't missed yet. All right, sure. You got me. This card's great. Yeah, this card's great. All right, so play land. And now we just say go, end step, channel, get back 4 things. We actually don't have the, oh, we do. It's right there. You milled it early. I had lethal. I probably could have, like, channel. I just could have channeled for a removal spell, maybe. I don't even know. Yeah, whatever, sure. I could have gotten everything. Why win the game when you can just draw a million cards, though? You know? You're all right. I could have channeled and gotten the O-ring and just done that, but this is more fun. Much more fun. Channel for 3. Oh, just attacking? Oh, the visionary. Pfft. Who attacks with their visionary? He crazy? Get back season. Touch this guy. And I don't know, whatever. Sky Blessed thing? Sure. End step. Channel. Only 2 drafts today? I plan on doing another one, honestly. I didn't plan this one to take like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but... Alright, we touch the sky. I guess when I touch the sky here, though, this thing's gonna fall off and be a creature again. Which is mildly annoying, but sure. Open the spot, looking extra flat. Hit this. They're DOB with trample, so this costs 3 right now. And do it. I can like flicker it in combat, sure. We found all our lands. Bottom 3 lands, it's awesome. And yeah, let's play this, attack with everything, and then whatever, and then if I don't have a way to die, I beat this thing, and just infinite loop, fall asleep, yada yada yada. Attack with everything. If things go horribly, horribly wrong, we have Season of Renewal for the full loop, we have Oath, we have a Flyer. We got everything, folks. We got them covered on all fronts. Also, they go like land, enchantment that taps for other colors, white, white, farewell. Then I still have Imperial Oath. So they're going to channel Roaring Earth and make a 3/3 blocker. Surprise, surprise. Can I help you? Karn, for some reason, really likes rubbing his back on my green screen. I don't know why. He's just trying to ruin it, I guess. And trample. So go to 1 here. I'm not even going to pay the 2. I'm just going to hold up seasons, so. Alright, you're up. Non-believers shaking in their goddamn boots right now. Shaking in their goddamn boots. That's what I'm talking about.
Game. Blouses.
Let's hear it for me. The first 7-0 of this Bronze Mythic run. We're starting to figure it out, folks. We're starting to figure it out. You watch yourself. Believers making bank today. You watch yourself. Let's check out how that run went, because that was a really good one. That deck was great. It was a little rare dependent. I think everything was good otherwise. Obviously, I think we'd have lost some of those games without the loop. But our deck was good too. Our deck was pretty good. So let's hop on over to untap.gg and take a look at our stats on that deck, because that deck was good. Claim prize, yes please. Thank you, yes please.
Here comes the money.
That was the wrong button. We love ads here, but so 7-0, perfect run. Shigeki just was the entire deck. This card's an absolute bomb. And the cool thing about this card is it's a bomb in that it just creates this loop that's hard to stop. You know, you play Hidetsu and they just kill it. I'm like, all right, sure, it was a bomb, but they killed it, whatever. It's hard to like interact with this card. Obviously, if you play it early and they kill it, sure, but like if you're careful with it, you can just like hold on to it and never have it be vulnerable, which is awesome. Our entire curve was just good. Natural was just great. We had again, once again, they did a good job. I think having a good curve. I think our fades were good. Preserver was good. Oats were great in this deck. Yeah, I mean, deck was just good. I don't know what to tell you. You can look through the draft here, but deck was super solid. So again, download on tap.gg. Use the link in the YouTube description or in the chat right now because frankly, you got to use the link to give me credit. And yeah, episode 8, a smashing success. Episode 8, bronze to Mythic. Thanks for watching, folks. YouTube folks, stream's gonna keep going, but YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. You're awesome. Thanks so much.